This is what needs to be discussed. Many of us are so exhausted, are so tired, are so depressed, or wherever you are, right? I just had someone telling me I need to be successful in what I do because I need to make money. It needs to work out. Otherwise, I don't see a reason to be here anymore. Now that's extreme, but I'm sure he's not the only one. And I just addressed this in a coaching call in my Starseed Rising mentorship, and I thought I need to make a video of this because the comments I get from you are so beautiful to get an insight. Well, not that they're all so happy, but it's all about I'm exhausted and I don't know why. I'm a spiritual teacher and I'm still exhausted. I know this stuff. I'm exhausted. It's like whatever I know, whatever I did before, I don't know, somehow now I'm exhausted. I'm with you. I've been on the place where I'm flat tired, exhausted. I'm coming out of it. And the reason I'm coming out of it is because I start to live in alignment. I start to do what needs to be done to get out of it. So let's talk about that. Because it needs to be shared. I'm just going to share with you. And you just take what resonates, right? So what is clear to me is, well, we all know there's heightened energies, wherever reason there is here. You might believe it's the polar shift, or it is the solar rays, or it is galactic support, or whatever it is. The fact is, the electromagnetic fields on this planet is rising. And we all feel that. And the more spiritually awake we are, the more sensitive we are, the more we feel it. We are flattened. And not because they want us to be whatever us is, to be that tired. There is a reason for this. What I discovered when I spent being absolute exhausted, trying to sleep my way out of it. And you might notice it's not the more rest you get and the more you sleep, the less tired you get. Absolutely. I felt it makes absolutely no difference. If I rest more or rest less, if I sleep more or sleep less, I'm still exhausted. Right? You noticed that probably. So yeah, that's not the outcome. So let's start with, what does this tiredness wants to say? What does it has to tell us? And what I notice is, what I pick up, I mean, I work with a lot of people, right? And I speak to a lot of starseeds and have my coaching calls and community. So, and within myself, what I notice is there's a reason why this is here. And the messages have to say is, okay, I like swearing sometimes, but this is a message like, get the hell out of the space that you're in right now. That's the message. And it's strong, it's forceful. It doesn't knock you down without a reason, right? It's like, get the hell out of your old way of doing things. Knock it. Or I knock you, but knock it. And there's no force outside of you. It's just, this is what the energies are doing to our human body. As long as we're still in the 3D, in the I have to, but I need to. And it has to be done that way because I need to make it happen. And you don't know my life, Alice, but there I just don't have a choice. The longer we're in that story, and just believe that's the only way, you're being that tired. How's that going for you? How is this way going for you? Well, it didn't go very well for me. And then imagine, I'm freaking aligned. I'm living intuitive. I'm doing all the right stuff, right? I'm teaching this stuff. And you might be as well. And still knocked down, flat tired, no more energy. I'm like, what? So the message is, from the tiredness, I believe for all of us, but take it as it resonates, you need to move, to shift. You need to shift from the old way of doing to the new way of doing. And and moving there, you can't take your old shit with you. So leave that behind. drop that. And do we then need to heal first and then I don't think so. There's no time for that. Drop it. And there's more to it than that. I believe we don't ignore it. We don't push it away. It's really facing it. So if there's emotions coming up, normally we like, If there's pain, We don't want it. We hate it. We don't like it. There's headache. Oh, fuck, no, a headache. Can't do that. So whatever comes up, we like, no. All right? Or we just spoke also about the substance use, not abuse, use. Or distracting yourself with your phone or with drugs or alcohol or working too hard or whatever distraction you have. We all have a way, I guess. You're just pushing it away. What it wants from you now is to clear the shit, is facing it. So whenever there's emotion coming, let it come up. And then I sit there like, okay, I'm allowing this tiredness to be here. I'm fully allowing this tiredness to be here. And in the back of my mind, it's like, get the fuck out of here. Like, I don't want you. But I'm shushing it. And I'm really, really going to space like, okay. And that's the surrender, right? I'm fully allowing it to be here. And that's already shifting me more to the new way. That's a good start, I noticed. Because I started to feel better. So I'm just taking you through that process. Fully accepting for what is at this moment. Like the tiredness, are you there? Okay, can't do my work again. Cancel clients, doing this, all the things that make money. Can't do it. And I'm not someone that drags myself to it. So I need to move that around and work with that another way until I felt, okay, this is not working. I can't keep pushing things forward because things need to happen as well. Need to, right? You hear that? Need to. Here is no more need to, by the way. We're getting there, I guess. So, yeah. So I was like so determined. I need to find a way. And working harder and just pushing is absolutely not the way. If you're still pushing and you're working harder, yeah, good luck with that. And I'm saying that with love because we're going to talk about how then there. So last week I made a video about how to do your job while being exhausted. And I just felt I scratched the surface there. So yeah, that helps already a bit, what I talked about there. So watch that. But it's just scratching the surface. It's not really what is requested and what is the tiredness telling us. So what is it telling us then? It wants you to move to a new way of being. And the only choice is the new way of being. Here we work hard, here we are. Being, from doing to being. So, and I feel now that exhaustion and tiredness, depression, there's no more choice. Before we had a choice. Shall I work on my past and my traumas or not? Shall I live more in alignment or not? Now it's like, you can stay there, but you're draining your energy. So you need to move here. You hear me saying you need to. So any need to, want, have to, there's no other way is all here. So how then do life from here? So I'm still in the middle of this process, right? Doing it most of the time, but not enough. Not fully yet, let me put it like that. But I want to talk you through the process where I was just, I'm talking about weeks here, right? Maybe in a period of a month, not longer. So then I started to shift. I think that's more helpful than saying where I'm now. Then I started to shift to, okay, I understand there's a new way of doing this. And the only way is stop needing to do things. Stop doing the things that I feel I need to do to make money, that I feel that need to happen. Because it doesn't lead anywhere. It's a dead-end street. Dead end street. Yes, that's what it is. So I accepted that. Okay, that's a fact. I accept that fact. Okay, then get me over here. Quick as possible. So I started to understand more. Okay, whatever I feel I need to, can I shift it to I want to, I love to. I'm enjoying. I do. And you can say the best way would be, and that's the tip I just gave the person in my coaching call. Can you take, because it's drama, I'm with so many people, it's drama and the money is not coming and trying to make it work. And the harder you try to make it work, the deeper you go down. So I said, can you give yourself, and I love the tip myself, I always hear myself talk, doing things, right? That's the more you are in alignment, the more you are connected with your higher self, the more you are in that space of wisdom. And I say things that are like, oh, all right, thank you for that. That's beautiful. So I said to him, why don't you give yourself a 2-week holiday, a break? And that's what I started doing more and more. So that's why I'm going to share it. A 2-week holiday of trying to make it happen. Yeah, but the bills and isn't that. I said, can you, for 2 weeks, leave the bills? Yeah, but I said, you can be worried about that. You stay here. Do you want to shift? Okay, then listen. I'm telling you, listen. All objections that you have like now, leave you there. The more you open and listen, the more you get there. So, I need to be straight now, I feel. Because this is important. Can you give yourself a 2-week holiday of needing to fix it, of needing to do, of listen, hear me out. I don't say you have to stop your job. Of trying to make it happen. So all the have tos, the need tos, can you give yourself a holiday? All the bills, all the things are coming at you. Can you just leave them for a moment? Honestly, that's what I'm doing at the moment. That's what I am doing at the moment. So that's, I don't like to talk about this, but that's what's happening. I'm leaving it. For the moment, I'm leaving it. I'm not dealing with it. I'm not taking that into my reality. I'm not choosing that to be part of my reality. Yes, I can choose not to have a war that is out there, or wars, or disasters, or crazy people out there. Let's be part of my reality. I can choose to be just here where I want to be. This is my reality. And I choose for now, for a period of time, to not let that influence where I am. I just want to be in the space of giving myself a break. And I get to why it's so important. And it's almost non-negotiable. At least for me it is. And I think once you understand what I'm saying, you agree with me. But I don't care if you don't. This is what I choose to have in my reality. In my reality, this what a holiday means, that I'm going to, and that's what he was saying as well. Like, well, I said, honestly, so if you would give yourself a break today, if you give yourself the holiday, what is it what you want to do? And he said, I really, 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 really want to do, let me not, privacy, and anyway, what is it? Really, 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 what do you really, really, really want to do? Think that. Is it just go outside dancing in the rain? Is it just lay in bed all day? Is that so inspiring? But if that's what you want to do, no judgment. What is it that you really, really want to do if you don't have any obligations? And you might first rest. That's your first choice. And then at a certain point, you're like, okay, what now? What do I really, really want to do? It's like it's your birthday. Maybe you don't do things that you really want to do on your birthday, but now let's make this just right now. What is it that you really want to do? Well, I just came up making this video. I wanted to do other stuff, and I felt I really want to make this video. I felt so strong within me, stronger than me. There was an urge for me to make this video right now. So I'm following that. But my time, no, this here, you and me. Us, we need to be speaking about this. And hell, it's so strong. It needs to come through me, right? This is what's so important now. So this is what I'm doing right now. Can you feel what is it that is most important in any given moment in this window of 2 weeks? Try it for yourself. And you may give yourself an hour or 2 or a whole day. I say give yourself 2 weeks. What is it that I really want to do? And then all the things that I feel I need to do. So when you have a job, fair enough. don't quit your job. But go there and watch the video of last week. It's called something like how to do my job when I'm so exhausted, or how to do your job when you're so exhausted, something like that. I don't remember. But there it's more about mind shift, how to, some of them, and energetic as well, how to shift from I need to, I have to, and be annoyed by my job and don't like it and all these negative things, to shift that to something more positive so it doesn't drain your energy. So, cover that. Let's just talk about in general. If everything you do, I need to do the dishes. Stupid example, and that's an easy one. Because if you don't do the dishes, nothing's going to happen. Really. I need to clean the house when I'm dead tired. Something's going to happen. Yeah, the mice might move in at a certain point, but actually I have a mouse family here on my balcony, and this is so ridiculous. The more spiritual I become. In the olden days, I would just put something and kill it and off with it. Now, every time I see it, because I could see it when I look at it, I don't know exactly where they're hiding. I see them sometimes, or one, I don't know if it's a family, I just imagine that. I can't touch it anymore. I'm like, but what if I take you, even if I capture you in a box and then take you out far away? What if you're the mom and you have kids? Can't do that. And whenever I see it, it's like, hi, how are you? I don't know, a little sidetrack, but yeah, that's happened. When you start to feel we're all one, we're all connected, and you have as much right to live here than I have. So, yeah, leaving it there. And hope the neighbors don't do anything about it either, but okay, getting back to the topic. So how to be more here? If everything you do, it's what do you really, really, really want to do, or what really wants to come out of you? What is it that you desire right now? And not from your mind, but desire is too big of a word. Okay. What is it that really feels, that wants to move through me? What is it that when I sit and I think, what I do is I take many, many moments in the day that I just, there, yeah, on that chair there, I sit between the things that I'm doing, and I'm doing less and less on a day this periods. And I sit there and I'm like, okay, let's take a moment. I have a list of in my mind, maybe this wants to be done, but I don't know if that's really, really what wants to happen. What I love to do next. And not about love so much, but it's more about what feels like the next thing that wants to happen. So I'm just taking a moment, sitting with it, maybe a few minutes, maybe I sip my coffee or some water. And then I feel that one wants to come. Like this morning in bed, I was sitting with that. Oh, that feels so cringe that I'm saying it to you now, because it's like I'm getting red. I'm blushing, right? Because it feels like I'm doing marketing. But this is, oh my gosh, I'm saying it while I get red. But now I started it, so now you want to hear it. So this morning in bed, I had this thought, I want to do a summer sale. Oh, this morning I had the thought, this is interesting though. I want to do a summer sale for everything that I do for 50% off as a summer sale. Everything, my Starseed Rising mentorship, which is an amazing program to get you more to there. If this is really hard for you, that's going to shift you. The bootcamp that I do, the whatever I offer, right? Those are the two main things at the moment, but there's many things there. Why don't I do everything for 50%? That feels so excited, and I got so happy about it. And then later my mind kicks in. This is interesting. So the best thing is to do things in the moment. Well, for me to get that summer sale out, I need to prepare some things and the back office. And so probably by the time the video is out, it's already there. And then my mind kicks in. And I'm just telling you this as an example. I wasn't planning to, hence the blushing and feeling a bit embarrassed. My head kicks in and says, well, maybe not everything, right? That's maybe a bit too much. Well, I was so excited about it. It made me feel so good. So do I then need to strategize? Really? I'm like, please no. This feels alive. This feels exciting. Let's stay there. So this is so crucial that I'm sharing this with you. Because the moment something feels alive and exciting, that's truth. And then my mind makes all kind of things of it. What is smart? What is not smart? And I'm like, and I'm listening to it. So I was here. I was thinking, strategizing. And now again, when I'm sharing this with you, because I didn't have time to work on it yet, I'm like, no, I want to stay with what feels like that. So if you have an idea that feels like, but that can't fit in my day. I can't do that. Why not? Really, think, why not? Why can't you make it happen? And sometimes something is a big idea, something that I want and takes time maybe. So the first thing we always say, and that's interesting, when people come to me like, oh, the first thing they say I hear it so often, I resonate with you, I love to do what you do, and I love to come on the things that you do, but I don't have the money. First thing, what does that do? Ego, boom, boom, shut it down. No, no, no. And why does the ego do that? Because it takes you to a space that it doesn't know, this new way of living, that it doesn't know how that is. Okay, I'm going to come back to me because now I'm talking too much about. But that's what it does, right? So what I always tell people is, please don't go to immediately, I don't have the money. Go to what is, because this is exactly with you coming up with an idea or you wanting to do something that is not from the old way of doing. And there's going to be a little voice that says, are you out of your mind? You have obligations, you have things to do, and you can't do that. It's going to be there. And if we listen to it, poof, we're back, exhausted, depressed, tired. Nothing comes out of it. So let's stop listening to that voice. Let's just feel what you really, really, really want and move there and do that. So what the tiredness is telling you. So yeah, coming back to the money part, which is so crucial, I find. First, go and feel what I truly want. And don't think about, and this is this new way of 5D living, right? Don't think about the how. It's not about the how. The how is being taken care of. Here we're all doing how. How I make this happen, and there's no more how. That's scary. I don't know the how. I'm going to do this, but I don't know how. But you don't need to know how. Just let go of the how do I make that happen. So I want something, but I think I can't because so many reasons. Stop thinking about any reasons. Just go in the excitement of yes, like summer sale. Yes, that's fun. And then I can think of so many reasons why not. Like, oh, but 50% is freaking much. I'm not earning the other 50%. It's like, no, but you do earn the other, the part that you do get it. And then I focus on the part I don't. Do you do this? I'm like, I see double digits all the time. I'm looking at this clock here. Did I answer all these questions? Is there anything else we can say about this? Well, the most important thing is this is the only way to get out of your exhaustion. The only way out is letting go of everything you feel you need to do. And when you have things like a job, which is important, then watch that other video so you can shift that around. For the rest, I would just go with what is it? Ask yourself, what this wants to move through me today? What wants to be expressed today? What do I like to really, really, really do today? Or in this moment, rather. In this moment, what do I really want to do? What feels the next thing that wants to come up? Not from here. Really allow it to come up. And yes, for that you need to listen. You need to sit still. I used to be just start in the morning, list to do, and then during the day, like, yeah, I think I now want to do that one and that one. And that was my freedom. That was my intuition. Old way still. So yeah, that the part that I'm learning really is understanding first that that's the only choice we have. And I like the choice, to be honest. I want to live in alignment. I want to do that what is aligned with my higher self or soul or whatever you call it. I want to do that what lifts me up. I want to do that what is in flow and feels amazing. I want to live like that. And so what the tiredness does, whenever you do something that makes you tired, you are not doing that. You are in the old way. So become aware. I become aware. If things I do, like even there, I'm still trying to make things happen. Even there, I'm trying to sell. Even there, I'm trying to please. Even there, like what? It's more subtle, but it's in the subtleness still happening. So every time I notice it, it's like, oh yeah, let's come back. We're here. It's a beautiful lesson for myself, and I'm sure for you as well. Once you start the learning, once you start listening, and with all the things I think we shared here today, I feel because we are all doing this together. There's no other way. At least so it feels to me. This is the only way moving forward. And that's why we're like so exhausted. Like there's whatever. There's no other way. What can you do? So the only way out is start to be freaking spiritual. And start to live in alignment. And if you don't know how, I have a free star class. That's where we start. Right? See it in the description. Start there. And you see how it works. And it's going to help you more with what we just spoke about. And then from there, either join my boot camp. It's actually happening right now. You can start anytime. 21 days of nailing this. That's what it is. 21 days nailing this. And I'm doing it together with a group of people because I want it as well. I need to be nailing this. There's no other choice. And I want to nail this. Or come to my Starseed. Yes, it's going to be a commercial video after all. Come to my Starseed Rising. And the reason why I'm offering it, I feel very much the passion from I wish this for you to be like that. If you have no clue how to do this and living in alignment is and connecting with your higher self and moving and you're like, what? Then do that Starseed Rising. And yes, it's a period, but how is your life now and how long has this been going on? And this energy is only getting higher. You're only going to be more depleted. So it's now. And I feel it's in a long time already. It's my mission to support people to, I would say, like to live in that alignment, to shine your light. And I love that I'm not the one just knowing all the answers, but I know a lot of answers. Yes, I could say that. So, wow, this was a force. With that, let's finish here. I love you. It was a joy to do this together. And yeah, looking forward to see you in another video. Till then, bye-bye.